Alright, hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to do something a little different. Alright, so today I want to do something a little different. I'm going to start a bicycle series where I'm going to be riding my bicycle around my neighborhood and just talking about issues in Japan. Not issues really, but like helping people. For example, I'll probably be talking mostly about teaching English. So I'll try to keep it short, maybe 10 to 15 minutes, and I'm going to try to do one of these every week, just in case anybody's curious about teaching English in Japan. This video I wanted to talk about actually, by the way, I'm using the super view today, the super wide view, and I usually never use that. I usually use the wide view. So let me know how it is, if you like the super wide view or just the regular wide view. All right, so today's video I wanted to talk about, well, what time is it? 6:41. It's about 6:41 and the sun's about to set, and I thought this would be the perfect time to make a video. So a lot of people are coming back from work and walking their dog. But what I want to talk about in this video is, should you still come to Japan? And I just want to talk about if you were planning to come to Japan pre-COVID and now you don't know what to do. I just want to talk about that and what you should do. And I wanted to check out my neighborhood. Oh wow, I didn't know there was a barbershop here. It's like an old school barbershop. So oh, let's see. And again, not again, but you don't have to listen to me. This is what I just think. And you know, a lot of times there's a lot of people on YouTube making suggestions, and sometimes they can be wrong. Before I start rambling on about nothing, if you're trying to come to Japan, I would say you should prepare yourself now and do all the things that you need to be doing, because you never know what's going to happen. Right now, the current situation in Japan is they're banning everybody. Wow, look at this house. They're banning everybody from every country, but the thing is, they're letting students back into the country in September, and residents of Japan that left that are not Japanese citizens. So there was a big controversy about letting the foreigners back in, letting the people that went out. I mean, whatever the situation was, whether if it was like a death in the family or they just left the country during or before the coronavirus. So there was a big controversy about the government not really caring about those people. Whoa, what is this? And I could understand, because they have a situation going on, and you know, the last worry is trying to bring back more foreigners, which can cause, you know, more cases. So right now they're talking about, I'm probably gonna get lost, but I haven't been in this side of the neighborhood. But so what they're doing right now is they're going to let in the residents back in September. So yeah, if you were a student in Japan, whether you go to a language school or university, they're gonna let you back in September. But I don't know if that goes for the same for new students. So you don't know what's gonna happen. So what I would be doing is preparing. And these kind of things are just all luck, I think. Before I came to Japan, I lived in China, and I don't even know. I really wanted to teach English, but I didn't know what to do. I looked on the internet and things like that, and so what I did was, what's his name? Tony Robbins. I was just pretty much, I didn't have a job. I was jobless. It was hard for me to get a job, and I just graduated college. And this was like right after the 2008 stock market crash. And yeah, I couldn't find a job. I couldn't even work at the local gym that I went to, like the rec center that was paying like minimum wage. They wouldn't even hire me. And so, and before I even graduated, wow, the sunset is nice. Look at that. So I was hoping I can get a nice sunset in, but so anyways, yeah, I couldn't find the job, and I already had plans to move to China, but I just didn't know how to do it. So I was kind of in a slump, and I was listening to Tony Robbins, and he was just saying that I need to be actively doing things. So what I did right after I listened to Tony Robbins, I went to get my TEFL certification, which you should be doing. You should get a TEFL certification or a TESOL, TESOL or a TEFL, teaching English as a first language, or teaching English something. I don't have that one. I have TEFL, but they're both really good to get. You can get them online. You can take a course online and get them within a couple weeks. So that's what I did. And then I started, if you go to like a school, they'll help you reach out to places. And that's what I was doing. They were helping me, and I was looking on Craigslist, I was looking at local websites, and I was just emailing everybody. You can, if you're going to like China, you can contact like an agency, and they'll find you and they'll help you find a job. So if you want to come to Japan, what I would suggest is you get the TESOL, get the TEFL, and also too, you should practice learning Japanese. I don't speak any Japanese, and you can do that. You can live in Japan without speaking any Japanese. Whoa, I've never been in this area. But so yeah, so you can live in Japan without speaking any Japanese. I don't. I know it's really embarrassing, and I feel really embarrassed when I tell regular Japanese people that I've been living here for 5 years and I don't speak any Japanese. But the problem is I came straight here from China. I didn't know I was going to come here. I just wanted to come here, and at the time I was with the girlfriend that I'm with now. We wanted to come here together, and then we don't know if she could have came here. So for Chinese people to come to Japan, it's not as easy as like Americans. So for her, she had to learn Japanese to go to the language school and then take a test. And then so we were waiting on this test, and then all of a sudden they said okay, and then we just left within like a month or two, like very spontaneously. We just left. We didn't plan like a whole year or anything like that. We just left in the 2 months. So when I came here, I worked at an international kindergarten, and we couldn't speak any Japanese. The kids couldn't speak any Japanese, and if they did, we'd be like, no Japanese, you need to speak English. And it was like a big thing. But now I work at a different place where the kids do speak Japanese, which really helps. But I've been trying to learn Japanese, but I haven't had the time to, with YouTube going on. And I was going to Japanese classes, and then coronavirus happened, so then I just stopped going to those classes. So what I would do is prepare yourself and learn hiragana and katakana, and those are like the pretty much the basic Japanese alphabet, and I will be just learning that before I get here. And even though you think nothing's gonna happen and you might not be able to come, just learn. Oh, there's a Tesco? No, that's not a Tesco. It's a Fresco. Okay, I'll take that. Whoa, I didn't know there's a Fresco here. That is crazy. See, this is why I wanted to do these bike vlogs. I noticed that a lot of people are doing moto vlogs with their scooters, but I don't have a scooter, so I have a old grandma bicycle, so I can do that. Let's see how we do on time. Yeah, so I know, sorry, I'm rambling on about my story, but also too with China. Wow, I didn't know there was a Fresco here. That's so cool. What is that? What is this place? What? That's so awesome. I probably don't remember how I got here. All right, so yeah, so even when I went to China, the thing about China is they don't like Asian people. Wow, look at these houses. They don't like Asian people teaching English there, right? If that sounds crazy. but I didn't know that. So basically, they don't like Asian-faced teachers to teach English in China, and it's really hard for someone with an Asian face to get a job. They think America is just full of like white and black people. They don't. A lot of people don't think there's whoa. What kind of store is this? Okay, so they don't think that there's let's go towards the sunset. They don't think that there's what is this? There's a lot of Asian people, Asian Americans. They don't believe in that. I don't know. So it was really hard to get a job for me. So I was kind of giving up on that dream almost. And here's the thing. Out of luck, I was talking to somebody. Oh, look at these houses. We'll go around these. That's the thing with houses in Japan. They're all like crisscross. Like in Chicago, where I'm from, all the streets are parallel. So if you get lost, you can just find yourself. But anyways, so for China, yeah. So I was talking to this one girl, and she did like they did like, what is it called? Like a pub crawl. And I don't know, I was just looking on Craigslist like a year before, and I asked like, oh, like if she can get me a job, but she said those pub crawls are like they're like volunteer work, I think. And so I just kind of whoa, these houses are huge. So I just had her in the back of my mind, and then a year later, after I got the TEFL, I emailed her and I said, hey, listen, you know, it's hard for me to find a job. And so she said, yeah, she knew somebody, and get this is crazy. One of her workers was from the neighboring town from my hometown. And so she grew up right in a high school right next to where my high school was. So she hooked me up with the job. And what happened was, I was pretty much like, okay, so basically this company that I worked for, they were a small franchise. So I didn't work for the big company. And so the big company, they don't even hire Asians. So what happened was, I ended up working at that company, and then that company got bought out by the big company. And then when we went to the parties, I was like the only Asian person there. And then everyone else, I mean, there were like Scottish people and Irish people. And I mean, of course they can speak English, but they all had like really strong accents, but they wouldn't hire like me because of my face and how, I mean, a lot of the parents might say something. So I just packed up and I just left. I didn't even say goodbye to any of my friends. They were like, what, where did you go? Because they're like, yeah, we can get you the job, but you got to come to China within the month. So I had nothing in, like, I pretty much had nothing in my pocket. My friend at the time lived in Shanghai. So so he had a place, he had a 2-bedroom apartment, and luckily I just left, bought the ticket, I got all my things, and I just left. And I lived there for 4 or 5 years. And then, so these kind of things just happen by luck. Like if you're trying to move to a new country, I mean, you can plan all year and all you want, but just things don't happen as you think it will. They just kind of fall into place, you know? And if your dream and your goal is to move to Asia or just Japan, I would prepare right now and just get ready when the borders are going to be open. So yeah, I kind of think that it's going to open within, I say, maybe next year. The problem is a lot of the like the Aikawa schools, they're like schools that are like after school programs. Those schools are like losing a lot of business. Like my school has taken a large hit. Oh my gosh, I'm lost. Good thing I brought my phone. I almost didn't bring my phone. But that's what's so cool about Japan. You can just like go in and out of these like houses, and you can just get lost. And look at this random vending machine. They even have coffee. Hold on, let's see. They got coffee here. Got some vending machines. What's on the other side? They got cigarettes. All right. What was I saying? All right, so I used to live in the city, but it was just way too noisy, and I kind of wanted to live in the countryside where it's nice and quiet like this. I just like this. I live in between Osaka and Kyoto, so I can get to each city in 30 minutes, which is really nice, and I can get to Kobe in an hour. But anyways, I was just saying that you never know what's going to happen. So what I would do, I would just apply to as many places as possible now. Oh, I just came from here. That's crazy. Isn't that amazing? All right, so that never happens to me. Usually I'll get stopped somewhere. But man, these houses are nice. So what I would be doing is learning Japanese. Oh my gosh, look at this house. 1, 2, 3, 4 floors. Oh my gosh. All right, so what I would be doing is preparing myself, learn hiragana, learn katakana. I think I just went to a dead end. Learn the alphabet and just start applying everywhere. And then just tell them the situation. Tell them that you really want to come to Japan, but what is this? It's a weird little, someone like broke this here. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Tell them that you want to come to Japan, but you know, because of the coronavirus, you can't come right now. And then just prepare yourself and just to apply to as many places as possible. Oh yeah, and I was talking about my company. My company has taken a really big loss within the past couple months, and they were saying that they lost a lot of money. So a lot of these other smaller schools, they're not doing so well. So I think the best thing you can do is like work as an ALT and just get your foot inside, get your foot in the door. I always hear really good things about the JET program. So, and not everyone gets in the JET program. There's JET program and then there's Interact. I want to check out these houses. Wow, these houses are huge. So I would try to become an ALT, but the problem was with the JET program and Interact, they pay a lot of money, but they'll take you out in the middle of nowhere. You can't choose where you're going. But sometimes it's nice. You can go there and then just learn the language and just relax. Yeah, and to be honest with you, all these jobs are not going to be that great. I'm going to probably make another video about that, the real truth about teaching English in Japan. You know, it's really what you make of it. So anyways, I'm going to do this every week. My channel is usually about traveling, things about Japan. I wanted to venture out and do traveling outside of Japan, but I can't with stuff going on right now. And I do cars, and I just want to do anything, a lot of different things. And I have a lot of good ideas. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. And I think the next bicycle vlog will be about the truth about teaching English in Japan. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video, and goodbye.